Hello, konnichiwa. My name is Katie and I am a PhD student from Scotland. I was visiting Japan for 3 months to study at university over there to do some experimental work towards my PhD, and I decided to go on a little solo travel date by myself to Nagasaki, as it was only an hour and a bit away on the bullet train from Fukuoka, which is where I was staying while I was in Japan. So this will be the first of a few wee solo trips that I managed to go on while studying here in Japan. And looking back now, I am so chuffed that I eventually plucked up the courage to finally do some travelling alone. It was very scary and very intimidating and very overwhelming, but we did it and we loved it. So I hope you enjoy coming along with me on my little travel dates by myself and enjoy witnessing an awkward engineering student introvert take on Japan. So this was my first time on a bullet train in Japan, the first of many to come. It was a very pleasant experience. Everything is just so efficient and reliable here in Japan. They have got their public transport down to a T. It's just perfect, but to be honest, I might be saying that because I'm from the UK, where the public transport is trash. So I travelled down on the Friday night and I stayed in another wee capsule pod hotel. It was a bit of a bougier one than the last ones that I had tried. I think it was called First Cabin, I can't really remember though. Don't know what it is about capsule pod hotels, but I quite enjoy staying in them. There's something weirdly comforting about staying in a capsule pod hotel. Don't ask me why. There just is. So then I pretty much spent the whole of Saturday walking around Nagasaki and taking in the city. And by the way, when I say we, I mean me and you. I was quite obviously alone on these travels, but I basically took you with me. Anyway, we started off at the waterfront and harbour kind of area. I had picked up some snacks from Aeon and 7-Eleven en route to have for breakfast. I went and I sat at the waterfront watching all the boats and the waterfront things while eating my breakfast snacks, and it was just lovely. I was really blessed with pretty good weather while I was traveling in Japan. On this day it was super blue skies and sunny most of the day. The only thing was that it was December, so it was a wee bit chilly, but it wasn't like UK chilly. It was chillier than I was used to, which meant it was like maybe around 10 degrees. Yes, it was nice. After a very chilled morning meandering around the waterfront area, I then meandered my way over to the Atomic Bomb Museum area. This was an important place to visit, and it was very eye-opening learning more about the events that happened here, and there was a lot of little beautiful different areas here as well, which I loved seeing. I just thoroughly enjoyed the vibe of walking around Nagasaki. エスカレーターをご利用の際は、黄色い線の内側に compared to a lot of the other different places I ended up visiting in Japan. Nagasaki just had like a very peaceful vibe to it. It felt very calm and it was an absolute pleasure to walk around. Around some more parts of the city, saw a couple temples, and then headed over to the Glover Gardens area. We got some pretty cool views up there of the city of Nagasaki in general. And there was a lot of cool little streets around here with like local cafes and little food stalls and things like that. I just loved walking around. It felt good that I could walk around at my own pace, not have to worry about anyone else. It was lovely. I had a lovely time. But yeah, I ended up loving the waterfront area so much in the morning that I returned for sunset. On the way, of course, I had to grab myself a vending machine drink, didn't I? So I grabbed a Japanese Fanta lemon from one of the many vending machines that I saw that day. And by the way, the Fanta lemon, oh, the Fanta lemon was good. It slapped real hard. So I drank this and I enjoyed and admired the boats one last time before finally heading to the train station where I concluded my visit to Nagasaki. And I hopped on the train over to Hiroshima, which will be the next destination in this little solo Japan travel series.